Hey Crestwood, happy Wednesday to you. Happy September to you. Here we are into the month of September, and all the fun stuff is kicking off: football, school, church programs, everything. So hope you are keeping your head above water as you move through this month. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. I'm so honored to bring you this devotional for September 3rd. Amy and I spent Labor Day weekend in Charleston, South Carolina. Amy's celebrating a significant birthday that has a 0 at the end, so we went there to celebrate with her Charleston friends. Had a great time. Good to just sort of unplug and relax and spend that time with her and her friends. I did something there that I have never done before, and that was we went to a local pool and hung out with her friends, and one of the guys there said, "Hey, you want to try a cold plunge?" Now, I've heard about a cold plunge before. I knew it was basically submerging your body in really, really cold water, but I didn't know anything more than that. I didn't know what the purpose was. I don't know if it was like an extreme sport or whatever, but I'm like, sure, I'll try it. And so what we did was we went into a sauna for about 10 minutes or so and heated our bodies up. And then you go and get in this tub of water. Water's about 40 degrees, and you sit in it as long as you can, at least a minute, even up to 4 minutes. And you get out, go in the sauna for 10 minutes, come back to the cold plunge, do it again, and you repeat that cycle one more time. So the idea is you are stressing your body to a certain extent. You're stressing it, making it think that something's wrong so that it re-engages your reparative system. It constricts and opens up your blood veins so that by the end of it, you're supposed to have your blood flowing more freely. All kinds of benefits that come from it. My experience was it was cold. I mean, it was really cold. It was like pins and needles cold. When I dipped my toe in and then eased myself down in that water till it was sort of up to my shoulders, it was painful. It really, really hurt, and it took everything in me not to jump out of that water. The first time I did it, I stayed in for a minute. The second time I did it, I stayed in for 3 minutes. But every time I'm like, this is painful. I don't want to do this. This hurts. Am I crazy? Why in the world would I choose to do something like this? But about a half hour after the cold plunge, I felt invigorated. I felt alive. I felt like I could kind of conquer anything. It's amazing how putting my body in that momentary stress led to this benefit of feeling as good as I did. And of course, I'm thinking about, well, what's the spiritual aspect of this? And I think, we go through times in life that are stressful, right? Things happen, either things that are of our choosing or things that happen around us that we don't control, that cause us stress. And our initial reaction, I think, is to run away from it, to get away from it, to do everything we can to alleviate that stress. And I think that's human nature, right? Who wants to be stressed? But I got to thinking, well, what is the benefit of not avoiding the stress, but going through the stress, of progressing through the stress to come out the other side of it? When we're in difficult times, we want God to take that away from us. But there's a lot of things that we don't control in that. So rather than wish it away, what would it mean to just submerge ourselves in that momentarily, endure the stress, the pain, the suffering, so that we come out the other side of it a different person? Paul writes in Romans that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. And I thought about, wow, what a metaphor for us when we think about if we are willing to submerge ourselves in whatever is causing us stress, if we're willing just to live in that moment, then who knows what God can do for us coming out of that. It produces perseverance in us. If we can endure the stress, we're going to come out a different person, a changed person, a more resilient person. But we have to be willing to sit in the stress. Now, to be honest, most of us have the means to avoid stress. We spend a lot of resources to live lives of comfort, of convenience, of expediency. What would it mean the next time we're facing stress just to be in the middle of it and to ask God, make me a different person coming out of this. Make me a better person coming out of this. Open up my arteries and let my blood flow more freely so that I can be invigorated by having gone through what I went through. I hated every second of being in that cold plunge. But when it was done, I'm like, I did that. I accomplished that. I persevered, and it made me feel so much better, so much more invigorated. So Crestwood, today I want to encourage you, what's stressing you today? Are you running from it? Are you simply living into it, trusting that God is at work to open up something in you to bring about perseverance, character, and hope? Hang in there, Crestwood. God bless you.